Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. Sitting here doing my favorite pastime. Rainy outside, kind of cold. Days like this, I sit in and I crack pecans. That's what I do. Now I have a box here that my father built me many years ago. It's 12.5 by 12.5 by, let me see how many, I don't know how deep it is. By 2.5 inches deep. The center is at 6 1/4. It's exactly center of this here. And it has a bottom in it. Now, the reason for this is my dad loved to crack pecans too. And he put all the pecans on this side. And he designed this for me. You put the pecans on this side, and when you crack them, you put the meat on this side over here. Now this right here is a device that my dad had bought at a store. It's called a pecan and a nut cracker. And he fastened a little piece of wood to the middle of it here, and then screwed this to it. I think he screwed and glued this whole box together. And the thing about it is, pecans don't crack from the sides. Pecans are designed to be cracked from the ends like this. And when you put this thing in, see, this thing is adjustable. You can turn this here depending on the size of the pecan. You put it in, and when you put it in there, you just take this handle and you bump it. And when you do, it pops that pecan like that. Now, larger pecans usually shell out in halves every time, but these are the little small seedlings. And they just kind of break all to pieces, and that's okay because we use them to make cakes and pies and cookies and first one thing or other with. They just come out in little pieces, and you throw the pieces over here on the other side. Now, a lot of these pecan crackers here come with their very own pick. Now, this pick comes in handy a lot of times if you're trying to get the meat out of these holes, and they won't come out. You can take the pick and pick it out with it. It's kind of like a dental tool almost to help you get the meat out of these things. These pecans here happen to be very hard to get out of the hull because they're so small. And what I usually do is sit there and pull everything away, and then I'll take that pick and I'll stick it down in behind it, and it shoves it right out of the hull like that. But every pecan is different. I usually put it down in, and I like for my handle to be at about a 45-degree angle or maybe a 55. That way, when you bump it, the pecan breaks really easy. There's very little effort in it. And like I was saying, if you've got the paper shell pecans, or like that they call them the thin shell, boy, you can pop them jokers out in halves every time. And I use a pick a lot of times. That little piece will get right there in that groove right there. That little piece will get right there in that groove and come out of there. That's what this pick's good for. That little piece right there will make that pecan so bitter when you bite into it. And that's another good thing about the pick. It goes in like places like this, and it pulls that meat out of them tight little places like that you otherwise couldn't get out with your fingers. You can take it and break them the little thin shell parts out in there. Then you can go back to the top and shove it down in there, and you can push it right out of the hull. That's why the pick it's about as valuable as the rest of it is. It's just one pecan right after another. I mean, some of them will break all to pieces, which is not bothering us at all because we're going to use them to make cookies and pies and all out of them. They got to be cut up anyway. We'll save the old big thin shell ones for doing the whole pecans. The thing about these little ones, to be honest with you, the little ones have the best taste. They have a higher oil content than the old big ones do, and thus they have much more flavor in them than the large ones do. But I'll tell you this, the large ones will spoil you. When you get to doing them big ones, you can fill this whole side up with meat in just a few minutes. Where these little ones here, you can bust for an hour and not even do a cup. This here is probably 15 minutes worth of busting right here. And it doesn't look like you've done much. I've got a bag over here, I've already started some in. And once I get a few, a lot of times I go ahead and pick through them and put them in the bag, because what happens when you crack them is pieces of hull will blow over here into this side. And I kind of like to hand pick through this and make sure I don't get any pieces of hull or anything like that. Because there ain't nothing any worse than to be eating a piece of candy and bite down on a hull and possibly ruin a tooth or something like that. Or it's that little bitter piece that gets in your mouth and really ruins the taste of everything you're eating there. So I kind of like to keep this side clean as I go along. Just for that, there's a piece of hull right there as a prime example. There's one of the pieces of hull right here that blew over in here when it popped from breaking them. And that'll end up in your pecans if you're not careful. And it'll end up in your cookie, or it'll end up in your pies. That's why it's so important to take your time and pick through all this stuff. And I love pecans, so I'm not opposed to doing it. I know it's a little bit labor intensive. A lot of people say it's not worth it. I guess it all depends on how bad you like pecans. I happen to love pecans. Then when I get through, I'll just take my hands and kind of push everything to the side. I'll clean it up and throw it back over here on the other side. So when I start busting pecans again, I'll have a clean start. So guys, a little bit about pecans. A little bit about this little gadget here. You can buy them on Amazon. We'll have them in the link down below in the description. We'll put a link to this. The box is very simple to make. Nothing to it. Maybe you should make you one and have around to crack pecans in, because I'm telling you, it's a really good pastime when you have nothing else to do and it's raining outside. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.